What is up, guys? I'm going to be breaking down the WNBA slate for today. Just going over some of my favorite plays that I like and some of the plays that I don't like. To start it off, Dietrich, I don't like. Shanice Johnson, she's alright. Not one of my favorite plays, but definitely worth a GPP flyer. Trying to get a little risky with it. 3,000 minimum price, decent. Just scrolling up. I'm going to only really talk about the plays that I like, so if I'm not talking about them, that mostly means I don't like them. Going on. Samuelson didn't play last game. Same with Faulkner, even though they were off the injury report, so that might mean that they're out of their rotation or they're getting brought back slowly. McCarthy, I don't really like, but also worth a GPP flyer, but a little bit more expensive, so not really a good flyer play. Zealous, I like Zealous more than McCarthy at the same price, has more potential. The whole LA Sparks guard situation is a little messed up, so I don't really like a Beard, a Weiss. Rachel, decent. With Clarendon out, not a huge fan though at 4,000. Cunningham, don't like at all. Copper, decent, getting a lot of minutes. But she'll get you that 15. Won't reach value. Holmes, too expensive. Carson, her minutes are starting to evaporate with Little's emergence of late. Davis, too inconsistent. Mitchell, inconsistent. Bentley off bench, a little too expensive for a bench piece. Turner is back, but Mitchell and her are fighting for minutes. Gabby Williams, too inconsistent. Strickland, definite fade. I like Talbot a lot. Really good. You look at here. You know, she's just been balling, getting big minutes. If Dantas is out, she's a big play. Good play. Safe to get you that 25 plus. Ruffin Pratt, Wright, Durr. All decent. Not huge fans, though, especially with Bria Hartley back for New York. So that eliminates Wright and Durr for me. And then Ruffin Pratt. She's solid. She's decent. She'll get the minutes. Augustus is out. Robinson is decent. She did a double-double last game, which is pretty. It's not casual for it's unusual, I should say. She doesn't usually do that, but solid play. Whitcomb, decent. Not the greatest. A little too inconsistent and too expensive. If I were to look up, I really like a January as well. January is just too cheap for the minutes she's going to play. She's a starter at 4,100. You got to lock her in. Put her in too. Montgomery, too cheap for the minutes she's going to receive. If she gets 30-plus minutes, she's a lock. A little bit more on the GPP side than cash, but still really good. Let's go up a little bit more. Thomas is too cheap. Mitchell, I'm not a huge fan of. Gray, too cheap. Solid. Has that 40-point upside. Laney, I'm not a huge fan of either. Good rebounder, though. I say that a lot, but she's a really good rebounder. And that'll get you points. Boyd, I'm a little skeptical about this whole New York situation with Hartley back in the mix. We'll see how it unfolds today. Sky, so I'd probably fade New York Liberty guards. Williams, a little inconsistent. Not the worst play, though. Mitchell is a fade for me. Her minutes only saw 26 minutes last game. That's not good enough for 6,300. Arike is decent. Quigley, too expensive in my opinion. Canada, okay. Hayes. I wouldn't really pay up for guard on this slate. And I definitely want to pay 8,000 for Odyssey Sims, no matter how good she's playing. Because she can just drop you that 20. Moving on to forward. We'll just start off with my favorite plays. Chiney and Neka Ogumake. Both sisters are really good plays with Candace Parker out. Natasha Howard's a great play. She'll do great against this Dallas defense that's not the greatest. Same with Russell. I really like both of them. They'll complement each other really well. Seattle should dominate this game, and these two players should rake up a lot of points. Other than that, going down. Nador is back. Probably won't play. Asia Taylor's decent. Scrolling up. I'm not a huge fan of really any of these plays. I think Sancho Little is definitely worth a flyer. She's decent. She's pretty good. Mosquito Lewis is decent. Coffee is decent. These are all decent plays. I'm not a huge fan of them, but they're definitely in play. Dolson, Billings, I don't really like. Gray's a definite fade for me with Zoe B back. Clark is okay. She's on the Russell status. You can mix and match them, in my opinion. Breland, hard matchup, but it's been pretty consistent of late. She's doing her thing. Planice, I'm not a huge fan of any Dallas forwards. Same with Harrison. Same with Thornton. Same with Gloria. I don't really like them. Dupree, decent. Too cheap. She has that 40-point upside. Parker, I don't like her off bench. Too expensive. Williams, decent. Hard matchup, though. Achanwa, I don't like. Same with McCowan. Just not getting big enough minutes for me to really like them. Collier's decent. Candace Parker is a fade because she's not playing, obviously. Zoe B, too expensive for her floor. Jones, bad matchup. Thomas, bad matchup. Fowles I like, though. Griner doesn't have the greatest matchup, but she's been feasting lately. And Tina Charles has been really good. Okay, well, that'll pretty much wrap up my breakdown. Here's the lineup. Really good. Slate should have a really... this should win a GPP. I'm really confident. I'm confident every slate, but I'm just really loving this lineup, It offers the good value guards and complements them with studs at forward. If you have any comments, questions, let me know in the comment section. And, yeah, I hope everyone's going to have a great day today. And if you want a Summer League video, let me know in the comments. Peace.